Hey, there's your Wisconsin wine guy, and I am back with my, or I should say, with the wine and food pairing portion of this video. Let me bring this into view here. So, if you haven't watched the review video of the Marsala of wines, the Vecchio Flora, Cantine, Florio, Marsala, Superior, check that out. If not, it'll be attached to this video so you can watch it after this. If you watch the wine review first, you can watch this one and be attached. If you watch the food pairing first, you can now watch the wine review afterwards. So now, I had this thought in my head. You know how it goes. I have this thought in my head while I'm tasting these wines. Sometimes I have these funny looks on my face when I'm doing the reviews because I'm thinking about food at the same time. You know, it was a very interesting review. I did a comparison to like port wines and sherry wines, and now we have Marsala, all being fortified wines, most going through a similar process, you know, in how it was made. But we're at the food portion of this, and the wines come out of Sicily. Grillos are great. You'll find out more about that. So I have a kind of a mix of Italian and American and vegetarian going on here. So I have on this plate some prosciutto, and I have a simple toast with Asiago and Parmesan cheese, a tomato on top. So one just has the extra Sicilian extra virgin olive oil, and the second toast has a little bit of balsamic vinegar on it as well. Then in the middle, I have a chicken chili with black beans and spices. We'll see how that's going to go with. I'm doing the dry, not the sweet. And then I have over here, I have bok choy, black pepper, sauteed black pepper bok choy, again with Sicilian olive oil. We're going to see how this is all going to go down and taste with this dish. So let's give it a pour and a refresh of the palate. Now, I'm not going to tell you how I graded this, but get a look at that color. Isn't that a beautiful color? What does that make you think of? A tawny port or a sherry, right? Again, you're missing out. You know, step outside your box, explore something different, something new about wine. Let's refresh my palate here. All right, so we're going to start first. And I like to take each dish individually and try it. So I'm going to start first with the prosciutto. Simple, right? Very, very simple. Because Marsala, whether it be dry or sweet, and we're doing the dry version, can be as an aperitif, can be an after dinner drink, can be something simple to have with light snack. Wow. So that saltiness in prosciutto and the protein worked fantastic with this. It brought out more of the fruity, subtle, sweet qualities that exist here. 18% alcohol, right? Now let's go with the tomato, with the Asiago and Parmesan cheese, and a drizzling of Sicilian extra virgin olive oil. One of my tomatoes from the harvest, I freeze some whole so I can slice them and use them for later. Wow, it did great with that as well. I was concerned about the tomato, but there's enough flavor, enough depth here that it can conquer almost anything. Well, we'll find out with the veg when we get there, right? That's very nice. Now, the balsamic vinegar, same setup, but with balsamic vinegar. We're talking acidity for the vinegar, the tomato. So that's going to play here. Wow. I like what that did there. It's like when it hit the palate, it was almost like a painting, like a splash of different color paints on a canvas, and just explodes into something fantastic. That's what took place here with those combination of flavors. I like that. Now let's go to the veggie. We'll do this last because this has the most flavor. Again, black pepper, bok choy, with Sicilian olive oil drizzled on. See what we got. Mm. I was concerned by it being a vegetable. A little bit of salt adds a dimension to it, but then the richness of the olive oil just binds it all together. Wow. So the veg by itself, I don't know in this case, but with the olive oil, it brings it all together. So I'm still going to call it a winner because that's the way I prepared it, right? Again, I'm stepping outside my box. I'm doing something different. 375. I won't feel like I'm wasting a bottle of wine. Now, for the soup, again, we have green peppers, onion, garlic, black beans, spices. Ooh, there's a heat to it as well. And chicken. So here we go. I'm getting a little bit of pepper. Get a little bit of everything here. Okay? So I want to taste it all with this dish. Here we go. Mmm. Tomato-based sauce. Oh, wow. Again, that was nice. I gotta get another bite in. Now, that's with the dry Marsala. I like how it tames that fruity sweetness a little bit. Then in the finish, it helps bring forth more of the spiciness in this dish, but it cools it down as it goes in. Flavors are nice, beautiful. I think I have a winner all the way around with these dishes. Issue Wisconsin wine guy saying to you, step outside your box. This was the dry Marsala. If you never had dry Marsala, I encourage you to pick up a bottle and taste. If you can find 2 and 2, the dry and the sweet, and half bottles, pick them up both and try them side by side and see what you think of them. So I'm going to continue enjoying my meal tonight. I thought this was a great pairing. I'll see you next time. Ciao!